Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Chelsea news video. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here, all of that good stuff. You lot know exactly what to do. But before we dive into today's video, let me just give you a quick reminder, guys, that you can get 20% off your Chelsea kits at Jersey's FC Soccer Shop using the code Blue Brother. So you want to get your hands on the latest Chelsea kits, guys, names, numbers on the back. Go to jerseysfcsoccershop.com. Link is in the description. Use code BLUEBROTHER for 20% off and get your hands on the latest kits. And let's dive into today's video then. And there has been more saving face from Chelsea. Another PR piece has been put out. Now, we had comments from Enzo Maresca coming out last night, the embargoed quotes from the press conference, and he basically was saying that Chelsea aren't ready to compete now, but we will be ready to compete in the next 5 to 10 years. I'm slightly paraphrasing here, but that was the general gist of the conversation, guys. And there's now, let me see if I can actually find that quote, but there's now been clarification on that. Apparently, the Chelsea website is saying that he said something different. Now, I would like to be, complimentary about the club and believe that, you know, they are telling us the truth, but evidence would tell us otherwise. But Chelsea have put out a correction to the quotes that were said last night. Now, Maresca quote clarification from Chelsea directly. I'm confident we will get there. I have said many times that this club can compete for titles for the next 5 or 10 years, no doubt. So the key word change there, instead of in the next 5 or 10 years, he's put for the next 5 or 10 years. Now, whether you believe this or not, you know, well, I mean, that's going to be open to interpretation. But it's quite funny how this piece is coming out after Maresca seemingly went off script. You know, you don't really need to have a degree in PR, a degree in damage limitation, damage control to see exactly what's happening here. You know, you don't have to be a complete idiot to know that they are trying to save face here. They're trying to pull the wool over our eyes. So there's nothing to see here, guys. Everything's absolutely fine as you were. And so that's the first bit, is the quote clarification there. But then you dive further into this PR piece that has come out in the Daily Mail today. And the first part of it is Chelsea bosses are committed to backing Enzo Maresca, having handed him a 5-year contract with the option of a 6th year, and that includes a plan to improve the squad this summer. Great. So where was the plan to improve the squad last summer? Where was the plan to improve the squad in January? Where was your backing of this manager over the last 2 transfer windows? But don't worry, guys. There's a plan to back him this summer. Goalposts are constantly moving. First, it was judge us after 4 transfer windows. Then it's, oh, we're going to be competing in 5 to 10 years. Then it's, oh, there's actually a plan now to back him in the summer, which would be like the 6th transfer window. There's a constant shifting of goalposts, and there's a constant PR machine of trying to save face here. You know, committed to backing the manager. Great. That's all very well and good hearing that, but action speaks louder than words. And we have now gone through 2 transfer windows under this manager where you have failed to back the manager and you have failed to give him the tools to compete and complete the task at hand. So what makes you think that anyone's going to believe that you're going to back him in the summer? You know, this includes a plan to improve the squad. I should bloody well hope so there's a plan to improve the squad. That's what you're paid to do. That's your job, is to improve the squad. So I'd be very concerned if there wasn't a plan to improve the squad. But the fact that this is now coming out now after those comments yesterday, which caused uproar amongst the fan base, a correction to those comments, and now it's like having not backed the manager for 2 transfer windows. Don't worry, guys. There's a plan to back him this summer. We can see exactly what's going on here. Exactly what's going on here. And we are not operating like an elite club. We are not operating like a big club. Big clubs have elite level mindsets and mentalities. And to constantly say, oh, we're not ready to compete. we're going to be doing so in the next 5 to 10 years. Oh, we're not title contenders, etc., etc. It's downplaying hopes. It's making players think they're actually not going to be able to achieve anything, and it gives them an excuse and a way out. It's not good. It's not good. Even if you don't believe it, you've got to talk. You've got to talk it into existence. We can't be seen to be publicly, putting our players down and stuff. No, we're out of both cup competitions. We're struggling right now. Yes, we're still fourth in the league, but very few Chelsea fans actually think we're going to be staying there. Very few think that. But this idea, there's a plan. They're committed to backing him. Well, some commitment you're showing so far. In the first two transfer windows, you haven't backed him at all. Oh, a striker's going to be high on the agenda. Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. It's just nonsense, complete and utter nonsense. And once again, it's another day and another PR piece trying to make fans out to be complete and utter idiots. And that's not the only bit in it as well. That's not the only bit in it. Chelsea players are working on improving their output, not only inside of Cobham. Well, I should probably hope they're working to improve their output. That's what the club's paying them handsomely to do. This shouldn't be news that they're working on improving their output. That's what you should be working on in training every single day. Maresca has been training with an external skills coach to boost his consistency, repeating drills which involve the left footer driving in from the right-hand side. Great. This is all well and good, guys, but when you're not doing it on the pitch, all this other stuff that we're hearing is completely irrelevant. We don't need to be hearing this. Work in silence, do your talking on the pitch. We seem to have got a squad that's more interested in posting on Instagram than actually making a difference on the football pitch and doing their talking there. I want to see action on the pitch. I want to see results on the pitch. I don't want to see stupid captions and posts on social media when things are going well. I don't want to see it. I absolutely do not want to see it because it's complete and utter nonsense. That's what we're doing. Complete and utter nonsense. But no surprises here. No surprises whatsoever, guys. No surprises whatsoever. These things are it's just nonsense, isn't it? It's just completely and utterly stupid. I mean, how stupid do they think we are, guys? Do they honestly think that we're absolute idiots? Maybe they do. Maybe they do. But I'm not falling for this nonsense. This comes from the top. And ultimately, until things change at the top, nothing is really going to change on the football pitch because it's a trickle-down effect that starts at the top when you employ people who aren't good enough in all assets of the football club. Are you really surprised at what's happening right now? No, we shouldn't be. But it's just laughable how every time there's some negativity, a new PR piece comes out trying to save face. Guys, we're working really hard. There's a plan to back the manager. I'm sick of hearing it. Absolutely sick of hearing it. And we've just become sort of a pathetic excuse of a football club right now, a complete shadow of what we used to be. And we just need to start doing our talking on the pitch. That's it. Let's stop with the nonsense briefs. Let's stop with all this social media activity from the players. Let's get our heads down, work hard. Let's do our absolute best to get ourselves back on track. I want nothing more than the likes of Clearlake and sporting directors to be moved on and to leave. But it can also be correct that Maresca might not be the man for us. But we need to back him. We need to back him. We need to back and stick with the manager, but it needs to be the right one. How do we find out if it's the right one? I don't really know at the end of the day. But standards is not calling for a manager to be sacked every 6 months. Have we not learned anything? Standards is not hounding a manager out every 6 months. It's not having tantrums and throwing toys at the pram every time our young and experienced team loses. It's about identifying realistic targets. It's about acknowledging that you cannot win without backing a manager. It's as simple as that, But what we've got to do is we've got to stop this huge player turnover. We've got to stop changing managers every 12 months, you know, and now we've had a squad that aren't really familiar with each other for the last 3 to 4 years now because of this. We need to settle with a group of players and a manager if this football club is going to have any chance of success moving forward. We can't constantly, every window, be changing 4 or 5 pieces of the squad with this nonsense player trading. So, yeah, guys, that's just my thoughts on the latest PR nonsense coming out of Chelsea. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash the like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, guys. And I'll catch you again in another one soon. Up the Chelsea and peace.